Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Let me just start by saying thank you so much for making the time to join us this evening. We have, and I tell you, I cannot stress this enough, an amazing line of performances, events, stories, movies, everything you can think of. And I promise you one thing, none of your Saturday nights up to this point of the semester will be better than what we have for you tonight. So you're in the right place. Now, here at African Students Association of Notre Dame, there is nothing we emphasize more than helping people learn about the continent. And one way we do this is through our yearly events. And this is our biggest event of the year, arguably. So to start you off, we'd like to welcome our very own board chairman, Trevor Luere, who will be giving us a rendition of Thabo Mbeki's I Am an African, a poem that we hope will inspire you and kick off rightfully what is supposed to be a wonderful event for you tonight. So let me hear some applause. 1, 2, 3. Trevor Luere.
I am an African. I owe my being to the hills and the valleys, the mountains and the glades, the rivers, the deserts, the trees, the forests, the flowers, the seas, and the ever-changing seasons that define the face of our native land. My body has frozen in our frosts and in our latter-day snows. It has thawed in the warmth of the sunshine and melted in the heat of the midday sun. The crack and the rumble of the summer thunders, lashed by startling lightning, have been a cause both of trembling and of hope. The fragrances of nature have been as pleasant to us as the sight of the blooms of the citizens of the veld. The dramatic shapes of the Kilimanjaro, the soil-colored waters of the Congo, the Limpopo, the Zambezi, and the sands of the Sahara have all been panels of the set on the natural stage on which we act out our foolish deeds on the theater of our day. I am an African. I owe my being to the koi and the sun, whose souls haunt the great expanse of the beautiful Cape. They who fell victim to the most merciless genocide our native land has ever seen. I owe my being to the koi and the sun. They who fell victim to the most merciless genocide our native land has ever seen. They who were the first to lose their lives in the struggle to defend our freedom and independence. And they who, as a people, perished in that struggle. I am an African. In my veins courses the blood of the Malay slaves who came from the East. Their proud dignity informs my bearing, their culture a part of my essence. The stripes they bore on their bodies from the lash of the slave master are a reminder entrenched on my memory of what should never be done. I am an African. I am the grandchild of the warrior men and women that Shaka Zulu and Kabalega led. The patriots that Samora and Cabral took to battle. The soldiers that Nkrumah and Mugabe taught never to dishonor the cause of freedom. I am an African. I come of those who were transported from India and China, whose being resided in the fact solely that they were able to provide physical labor. Those who taught me that we could both be at home and be foreign, who taught me that human existence itself demanded that freedom was a necessary condition for that human existence. Being a part of all these people, and in the knowledge that none dare contest that assertion, I shall claim that I am an African. I have seen what happens when one person has superiority of force over another, when the stronger appropriate to themselves the prerogative, even to annul the injunction that God created all men and women in his image. I have seen the destruction of all sense of self-esteem, the consequent striving to be what one is not, simply to acquire some of the benefits which those who had improved themselves as masters had assured that they enjoy. I have seen the concrete expression of the denial of the dignity of a human being emanating from the conscious, systemic, and systematic oppressive and repressive activities of other human beings. All this I know and know to be true because I am an African. And because of that, I am also able to state this fundamental truth, that I am born of a people who are heroes and heroines. I am born of the peoples of the continent of Africa. The pain of the violent conflict that the peoples of Liberia, Somalia, the Sudan, Burundi, and Algeria bear is a pain I also bear. The dismal shame of poverty, suffering, and human degradation of my continent is a blight that we share. The blight on our happiness that derives from this and from our drift to the periphery of the ordering of human affairs leaves us in a persistent shadow of despair. And this is a savage road which nobody should be condemned to. And I know this, and I know it to be true, because I am an African. I am born of a people who would not tolerate oppression. I am born of a nation that would not allow that fear of death, the fear of torture, the fear of imprisonment, the fear of exile, or even the fear of persecution to result in the perpetuation of injustice. I am born of those great masses who are our fathers and our mothers, who would not permit that the behavior of the few of us results in the description of our continent and our people as barbaric. I am born of a people who are patient because history is on their side. These masses who do not despair because today the weather is bad, and nor do they turn triumphalist when tomorrow the sun shines. And whatever the circumstances they have lived through, and because of that experience, they are determined to define for themselves who they are and who they should be. I am an African. Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop Africa. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper. Whoever we may be, whatever our immediate interest, however much we carry baggage from our past, however much we have been called by the fashion of cynicism and loss of faith in the capacity of our people, let us err today and say nothing and nothing can stop Africa. Thank you very much.
What a way to start our event this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, you are already letting me down. That applause was not worthy of the chairman of our board and such a powerful poem. Please, one more time, applause for Trevor. That's more like it. That's more like it. I think I like this crowd so far. I think I like it so far. Anyway, to keep up the wonderful start, lined up for you next is one of the most amazing parts of Notre Dame, one of the premier dance groups in the world. They are so legendary. They have been everywhere in the world. They perform everywhere. Legend has it that when South Africa hosted the World Cup in 2010, they did the opening performance. That's how much everyone wanted to see them. And they were graceful enough to accept our invitation, fly here on a last-minute flight despite COVID and, travel restrictions. And they said, we'd like to perform. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the premier dance group in Notre Dame, Dance Africa. Come on. I heard how much you all applauded for our previous performance. Now, if that was for Trevor alone, what about for the best dance group in America? Come on, let me hear it one more time. I can already feel the energy. Can you not feel the energy? I mean, I feel like just tearing apart this thing and just dancing myself here, but we'll save that for another time. We'll save that for another time. So next, what we have for you is another one of our gems. We have this artist. His name is, if you haven't heard of him, Estefan Linares. He is one of the most popular artists at Notre Dame. I'm talking, he makes beats that just send you out of, they just make you go bananas, simply put. We had an event last semester on the quad, and you should have seen the crowd that pulled up. The here people had to go crazy because, we couldn't fit all those people in the same place. That's how popular he is. Anyway, let's have Estefan cure us with this tune. Thank you so much.
DJ LJ, Estefan, thanks for coming out to see a wonderful show. Beautiful culture, beautiful music. Just gonna try to contribute a little bit, just a little bit. So this is driving me crazy. DJ LJ and my brother Kessa, Cabo. He's not here today, but he's with us in spirit. Let's get ready. Let's hit it. I'm not the greatest singer without auto-tune, but you know what? We're gonna make it work. All right. Is it good? The volume good? All right. Hey. Baby, I saw the text and I hate your line, cause you know what's next, and I see you flex when you get them checks, so let me take a look. Hey, I want you to be with me, it's your son, I see you when we hit the beach, and that pretty beach when you set on me, it's my masterpiece. Hey, baby, you are my love, so don't drive me crazy. The way you move when I'm close to you like nobody do. Baby, you are my love, so don't drive me crazy. Why don't you give it to me like I give it to you? Dale. Mami, la primera vez cuando te di un beso y te volteo al revés, te parlo en francés, o I'll tell you en inglés, te quiero en todos los tres. Dame solo un ratito, tus ojos oscuros, pues anímate al ritmo, me miras a mí, yo soy tu que tu so why don't you put it on me? Baby, you are my love, so don't drive me crazy. The way you move when I'm close to you like nobody do. Hey, baby, you are my love, so don't drive me crazy. Why don't you give it to me like I give it to you? Hey, Stando Sagorata, baby, but you always on my mind. You are the one, baby girl, won't you do it to me? Hey, styling, you got my heart, you are natural beauty. I'm so glad you're mine, you're so fine, baby girl, I love you to bits. Hey, one more time, like, baby, you are my love, so don't drive me crazy. The way you move when I'm close to you like nobody do. Baby, you are my love, so don't drive me crazy. The way you groove, why don't you give it to me like I give it to you? Hey, dale, baby, you are my love, so don't drive me crazy. The way you move when I'm close to you like nobody do. Baby, you are my love, so don't drive me crazy. Why don't you give it to me like I give it to you? Hey, baby, you are my love, so don't drive me crazy. The way you move when I'm close to you like nobody do. Baby, you are my love, so don't drive me crazy. Why don't you give it to me like I give it to you? La, la, one time for A-S-A, like I give it to you. Yeah.
I don't think I'll have any energy left at the end of this night. I mean, I can give it a try. I mean, I know I can't match up to Estefan, but let me give it a try. Baby, you're my love, so don't drive me crazy. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, to move on to other things, let me ask, has any of you come across Chinua Achebe, this popular author? Has any of you come across him? You have? Have you? Who has read Things Fall Apart? Anyone? You have? Was it good? It was good? Okay. You know what's better? We have a live rendition of it. That's what we do. We are extra. We weren't just going to come here and read it straight verbatim off the book. We were going to have a live rendition of it. So please, let's put our hands together and welcome three of wonderful actors. Apparently, one of them is in the running for the Grammys this year. That's how good they are. Anyway, put your hands together for a skit about Things Fall Apart.
This country. Oh. Oh my goodness. This is a country and a half. Woo, 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 woo. This also happened? Oh. Hey. Oh, my daughter. Thank you, thank you. Before I actually take the tea, I have been meaning to tell you, my daughter, how so very much proud I am of you. And in fact, I remembered when I visited your uncle, Malumba. Malumba, his daughter, your cousin. She refused to serve me while she was kneeling down. I was disturbed, and I kept wondering, what is it about children of these days? In fact, I had to leave in protest. I was overwhelmed by the amount of disrespect that children of these days show towards adults. But you, my daughter, then I thought of you. Oh, how proud I am as a father to have you as my daughter, because I know that anywhere you go, you will never disappoint me. Why? Because I have done a phenomenal job in bringing you up. Yes. Wonderful job, in fact. I may now have some tea. Thank you very much. daughter, I wanted to have one last word with you as you embark on this very important journey of your life. And so I'm going to request you to listen to me and to listen very well.
Yes, sir.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you 4 things that I hope you will keep with you as you go to pursue your studies. Number 1, my daughter. Am I loud and clear?
Yes, Father.
Point number 1, my daughter, is prayer. Your late mother, when her and I had just met, oh, what a gracious woman she was. Your late mother, she gave me a rosary as an eternal reminder that prayer should be the bedrock of our marriage. My daughter, I will give this rosary to you as a sign that prayer should be the eternal bedrock of your academics. May you never forget, and may you always remember to honor the soul of your mother.
Yes, sir.
The second point, my daughter, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Am I loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
The second point, my daughter, is hard work. Our people have a saying that those who do not work do not eat. You're going to America not to eat, but to work. But if you do not work, you will not eat. And therefore, my daughter, I want to encourage you very, very strongly to always remember to put your best foot forward for whatever commitment you will make as you pursue your studies in these next 4 years. The third point, my daughter, are we together?
Yes, sir.
The third point is discipline. Stay away from gangs, from drugs, and from alcohol. You very well know the story of our neighbor whose son went into the world to get a degree, came back empty-handed and nothing to show for their time abroad. If you lose focus, my daughter, you will have embarrassed me in this whole village. I do not want to have that embarrassment. Please always remember to stay away from gangs, from drugs, and from alcohol. The fourth point, my daughter, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
The fourth point, my daughter, is culture. Whenever people have the opportunity to go into the world, they run a risk of losing themselves. My daughter, please do not lose yourself to the world. I want you to remember every single time, remind yourself that anywhere you go, be it London or USA, there is nowhere that is like Africa. Nowhere is like home. Please, please, and please, always remember that anywhere you go, whether it is New York or Chicago, there is no place that is like Africa, no place that is like home. I wish you the very best, my daughter, and may the blessings and favor of your ancestors always follow you. Good luck in your studies.
Thank you. to submit by the end of this night. I only have one page. I really can't do this anymore. I had to work 20 hours last week so that I could clock in and I could get paid by next week Friday so that I can get ready to go home. This is so hard for me. This is just too hard. It's hard. I work all the time. It's either I'm in class or I'm at self-bound. I can't do this anymore. This is hard. I need to graduate. I can't disgrace my father. I have put in so much work already. But I'll cry later. I need to submit this.
My brother. How are you doing? I'm doing well, my brother. How are the goats? They are running around left, right, center. My brother, that is a very wonderful investment you have right there. I do not know why I did not invest in goats either. I'm doing fine. Oh, my daughter. Oh, what do you expect? She is my daughter. Of course, she's thriving. Oh, yes. The things they study, I don't always understand, but she's studying engineering, biology, theology. But of course, she's my daughter. So she's doing wonderfully well. Oh, yes. Of course. I was talking to her the other week, still prayerful, committed to God. She knows that she must honor the memory of her mother. There is no doubt that she has stuck the course, as I indeed encouraged her. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that too. Yes, of course, since she went, yes, my life has been improved. You know, I actually did not tell you. I no longer go to the market. Everything, I just tell my daughter. I just see boxes coming to my door. And so the other day I read, and these things, Amazon, Prime, Amazon, I do not know whether they swim in the water, they walk on the road. I just see boxes, tomatoes, boxes, potatoes, boxes, everything. Oh yes, she made my life. What, you don't need to go to the market anymore. Yes, all that, my daughter. Even the phone I'm speaking on, can you imagine? I thought these fruits, apples, I thought they are only to be eaten. But here I am, talking through a fruit, an apple. Do you know the magic? Oh, my brother, my daughter made my life so simple. Oh yes. She's concluding her studies. She will be coming back soon with her degree. And I will remind all you worthless men of this village what it means to be a proud father. You're not ready. No, you cannot be my brother. You cannot be ready. Oh, of course, we shall have a big fat feast in honor of my daughter. Oh, yes. I did hear about the story. Yes. Oh, no, obviously, my brother, you're my man. Yes. I will, of course, invite you to that feast when my daughter returns. Oh, yes. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh my God, where's everybody?
Who is this? What is this? Stay away! Devil is What are you wearing? Kneel down. Kneel down. Listen, it's the Illuminati. It's my
must be the guns, the drugs, and the alcohol.
Devil is a liar.
شنو ما كنا مسوي من حاجة منه؟ شنو ما نبغى نشوف من هذا؟ شنو ما نبغى نشوف من هذا؟ شنو؟
Devil get the behind.
Let's go out shipping.
That's my dad. Dad?
Keep your distance. What is this?
What do you mean?
What is
sir?
this? What is this?
What do you mean?
Where's
I
your?
just came back from a 30-hour flight. You know, I'm so tired.
What is this you're wearing? What is this you're wearing?
I'm wearing clothes.
Everything I
Clothes
told.
down to
What
wear.
is that on your head?
It's my hair.
You see, everything they told me was true. When you people leave and you have the guts to talk back at me, your father, do you even remember that I'm your father? Do you remember that I'm your father?
Dad, with all due respect, what have I done?
I knew I had made a big mistake letting you leave this country. And you have made me regret it.
No, that's not the case.
Look, see, is that what I brought you up to look like? Over my dead body. I cannot have any more of this. From today, you will find somebody else you're going to call your father.
What do you mean? I really don't understand this. I don't get it. I don't. 4 years ago, I left this place and I'm still the same hardworking woman that I was 4 years ago. I work hard. I work 4 jobs. I still study in class. I'm triple majoring. Where have you ever had somebody doing engineering and political science at the same time? This is so unfair. I do everything I can for this man. It's not like I lost my values. I did lose my values. I just decided to improve upon the person that I was. What is it? I'm still the same African woman that I was. I have just decided to take on new behaviors. I've decided to take on new qualities. And that doesn't change the person that I am. I just decided to be more independent, to think outside the box, and to make sure that I have other cultures in my own culture. This is so unfair. It's so hard to be an international student already. I have 1 foot in and 1 foot on the other side. It's like I don't fit in anymore at home. I don't even fit in at school. Nobody ever hears me when I speak. I come back home, they're asking me how I'm speaking. Even when I go to Starbucks, they don't even know how to pronounce my name. But you know what? From now on, I am holding my own identity. There's no such concept as a perfect African. I am deciding to be the African that I want to be. I'm going to be the perfect person for myself. I am not going to conform to society's standards of what an African should be or what a woman should be. And that's all, period.
It's the Illuminati for me. I mean, that's just what made the whole performance for me. That was incredible. And did you all see the guy with the stick? I mean, that was the best supporting performance in a major piece since Samuel Jackson appeared in Avengers, wasn't it? Honestly, I thought that Samuel Jackson joke was going to be a bit funny. I guess I didn't consider the crowd today. Mother! Anyway. So, next for you, to keep up our string of energetic, mind-blowing, and truly stellar performances, we have one of the top 2 dance groups in America. I won't say whether they're number 2 or number 1. I'll let you figure that out at the end of the night. But anyway, one of the top 2 dance groups in America was gracious enough to cordially accept our invitation. And you know what? They are so in demand, especially now. They were so in demand such that a few years ago when Uhuru Kenyatta, who, for those who are not conversant with it, the president of Kenya, which of course is the best country in East Africa, and that's, I heard that. These are Nigeria folk, right? I won't even touch that. I won't even talk. Anyway, when Uhuru Kenyatta was celebrating his 60th birthday, he wanted to see them. They said, no, he's not that special. We are, though. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our wonderful dance group. And, followed by them, we have a musical performance lined up for you as well. So just stay in your seat. Don't go anywhere. So please, put your hands together and welcome one of the top 2 dance groups in America, Troop ND.
Another guilty beat.
Jigger boys, yeah. When she stepped in looking like a snack, man damn ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. And you know it was never luck. When I stepped in looking like a snack, the girl damn ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. Yeah, we know it was never luck.
Stepped in looking like a snack. Big boy, can you handle that? Take it down, 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 ride you like a Cadillac. Steady heard on the best, yeah, baby, that's a fact. After 2, tell me what you want.
Controller, sexy, para bale. So you want to take charge, okay? Girl, I know mind. Go do your thing, girl, I'll be quiet. Yeah, I know lie. Baby, when I say it's your time, you say make her hold tight. Now she says she want give me that African waist like Tiwa. She want give me that work like Rihanna. Yeah, Cherry Bush, she rotate TD like a tire. Yeah, she dey make man stand ovation. Abaka don't cause inflation for the nation. I saw you bad.
When me a bend over, me a wine and cut. Sitting at the air, me a wine and cut. And that girl can't test how me wine and cut. It's know you love it, tell me wine and cut.
Shake a premium up when you wine and cut. Position like a W, wine and cut. Wine up your good body, girl, punch Charlie Block. Look at the gift, so come wine and cut. Hey, girl, where you come from, wine for me. Your shoes are money like a pepper, still wine for me. Like a tennis ball, me when you fling it, give me. Girl, the style about me, baby, pick it. When you wine and touch, baby, me want brother. It's a new style, I go give you your daughter. Come me mix you up like me mix smarter. Baby, me yeah, you mix master.
When me a bend over, me a wine and cut. Sitting at the air, me a wine and cut. And that girl can't test how me wine and cut. It's know you love it, tell me wine and cut.
Own it, yo, you just own it. Cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it. And go ahead, you flip and get higher. Girl, I love how you roll it. I put my hand there. Hold it, I'ma be right by her.
Lighters up, one time lighters up. Pulled up in the party when you saw me, I was lighting up my J. So go ahead and brighten up my day. Lighters in the air when you're lighting up the rave. And it's feeling like I met you here before. Girl, I felt your presence when they let you through the door. Never had a brother give you everything and more. So I take a little piece and then the rest of it is yours, me and more.
You don't dare when I know they tell you, but can you taste it, I play. I know no way till you they do me, we just they start out my brain.
Fuck loving when I put you in your place. I can tell you love it just by looking in your face. It's the way that you wind up your waist. I'm so in awe, girl, you never have to worry about nothing. You know it's yours, you know you.
Do you still feel that? I mean, the stage is still shaking. I'm afraid it's gonna collapse anytime now. Did you feel that? I don't feel you. I don't feel you. I mean, I feel them, but I don't feel you yet. Come on. Did you feel that? That was just amazing, amazing, amazing. That's why they are so in demand. I mean, they always say no to so many invitations, but they said yes to us. Thank you so much. You made us feel really special, Troop ND. Thank you so much for that. Next on stage, and I hope our next performance will live up to that because I can truly feel the energy emanating right now. But anyway, next on stage for you, we have a musical performance by our very own Holisa. And Her musical performance is centered on a performance by Miriam Makeba called Patsa Patsa. Now, for a bit of context, Patsa Patsa is a dance that was especially popularized during the apartheid period in South Africa, and it advocated for the unity of the African people. And that's one of the messages we are here to preach tonight, unity. Because truly, we are here to break borders, aren't we? We don't want to build any more borders. The world is already an awful place. So hopefully our message will be supported by the performance we have next for you. And to motivate you to stay in your seats still, after that, we have something. It rhymes with nation. I'll let you figure it out. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome our next musical performance by Holisa. Pata. That was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Now, I hope you are ready, because if I'm being honest, and don't tell the people who performed earlier, but if I was having my pick of the night, it will be this next event, or this next performance. If I was having my pick, I mean, please don't kill me. I know I can see the person who did the poem earlier is in the corner. Please don't kill me. I still love you. Don't worry. I still love you. Anyway, next up, what we have for you is arguably the best lineup of fashion that is African related that you will come across. I'm talking this kind of level. Milan Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, nah. Victoria's Secret, nah. This is it. This is where it's at. So if you want to see the best pieces of clothing, the most wonderful, ingenious, and creative combinations, this is where you are in the right place. So please, stay in your seats and put your hands together and help me welcome our very own ASA Fashion Show.
I get money.
wow. That was one hell of a fashion show. Wait, let me try something. Hold on. Anyway, I was about to say that applause, okay, not for me, but for them. That was not worth it. Come on, let's give it one more time. That was just wonderful. I mean, if any of you know any of the editors who write for Victoria's Fashion, just tell them to hit us up. We can provide them photos if they're looking for inspirations. But that was just, have you ever seen those combinations before? I mean, come on, seriously. Anyway. So I hope you still have some energy left because it's still a long way to go. But, you know, we're here to entertain you, so please stay in your seats and, you know, stay strapped in. Anyway, to follow up, we have a string of musical performances for you. And to start off, we have our very own Hope Hajir, who will be performing a satirical song about the experiences of Africans here at Notre Dame. So you remember the time when you go to Starbucks and they can't spell your name? She'll probably sing about that. Among other things. Anyway, please put your hands together and welcome Hope Hajir.
Call it Afrobeat. I hate dining on snacks. There's nothing to eat. I want plantain. Winter with the rain. The snow is causing too much pain. Too much pain. Too much pain. Surveillance testing. Why you wanna war me? You don't even know me. Winter with the rain. Too much pain. Back to the food. You're never in the mood. Too much pain. And I never have money. And you can never say my name. My name, Hope Hajir, Mohammed Suleiman, El Ordi, Yusuf Ibrahim, etc. Too much pain, hip hop on the beat, always on repeat.
Whew, too much pain, hey. Too much pain. I will make a shameless shout out. Hope Hajir is one of the best vloggers on this earth. She runs an extensive YouTube channel, so if you're just looking for a laugh, because, you know, she is eccentric and just, she gives it a proper laugh. So just look for Hope Hajir if you're ever interested in it. But anyway, next up on stage, you've seen him before tonight, so you know how good he is already. Our very own Estefan Linares with number 2. They say, I was about to say second time's the charm, but then that joke doesn't even make sense, so I'll just leave it at that. Put your hands together for Estefan.
Should you ever feel so wonderful? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Everybody, you guys thought y'all were gonna get rid of me, but I got one more for you guys. This is a new song off of my EP with my brother Doc Paul from España. Vamos a duro, bro. Un gran saludo a todos por allá. And yeah, we're gonna get hard. I hope everybody likes it and everybody keeps quiet and nobody records this, just so that we can, you know, have a little surprise in a few weeks. Let's go. Hope y'all like it. Oh, by the way, you know, I got Maros of Man to represent España, and my boy Sergio to represent the US, man. Yeah, out of the States. Yeah. Alright. Dale. No me miren loco, yo que no creo ni en Dios. Dime dónde cojo mi esposa. Solo con el boss. Yo que me quedo sin voz. Tú que tu final atrás. El que no sabe, no. Que te joda, bro. El que joda electroshock. Más de dice mon amor. Escribe bien que me rató. El que pregunta su soplo. No me hombre sin preguntar. Eso me cabe un montón. Te juro que te voy a rajar. Pagan un millón, remember bro, what did you say? I never be the number one. Cariño que tengo sed, pero me pagan pa' empezar. No me miren loco, yo que no creo ni en Dios. Dime dónde cojo mi el post. Solo con el post, tu puta no respeta. Mañana ya va a cobrar. Bro haciendo su maleta, mi barrio no va a pasar. Tengo restos de saliva de la boca de tu piba. Ella tuvo iniciativa, le di duro boca arriba. Yo no sé ni Dios pensar, yo no sé qué rollo es, yo no sé ni a dónde va, yo no sé ni qué quiere, yo no sé ni Dios pensar, yo no sé qué rollo es. I'm a gorilla in the fucking coop. I'm going bananas, eating your fruit, taking that negative energy you making inside, but it benefits who? Shoot your shots, send them my way. Line up around, I'll drink them today. Spring your AK, sending your drill, but my shit is fire and I run out the bill. Be my fucking empire. I'm never tired. It's like it brings higher than cocaine and buyers. Where your shit is fire and you misfire. Shooting at a motherfucker with a ball fire. I spit that shit up like a pacifier. Dragging like Goron, heat higher. I'm a walking bucket when I get desire. I'm a hero like Tyler, create the wires on a daily. I know you're gonna hate me. Go to my computer with facts every wave. Yeah, ironically enough, I should feel pretty shaky. Try to trump me, got you cry like a baby. Fuck politics, I'm just building a bridge. White, brown, and black coming up to the wrist. We hitting our peak, now we cool like a fish. Ice in our veins, cut throughout your last pitch. And I hit the home run, fuck the stick that I flung. We united as one, continentally strong. Now listen, wonder if I'm stealing your gun. I'ma drop it, go cop it, I'll pop it. I'm done, I'm not fighting again. I'll never pretend that I'm different when you come shit on my bed. The sheets for the matches don't bend. I'll always be sleeping with peace in the end. Yeah. Power of the pen, man. Never the man. Woo. Yo, everybody, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Big shout out to everybody at ASA for letting me share my music with you guys. Big love to all of you guys. Lola, shout out to you as well. You've been putting all this together, putting all that hard work. We see you, we love you, we appreciate you. You know, let's keep having a good night. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Check out EJLJ, Spotify, Apple Music, everything you can possibly think of. And we got a lot of good things to come, so much love to everybody. Peace!
Bars after bars after bars. He is just a hard hitter. I mean, he took the beat, gave it an uppercut, gave it a kick, karate, kung fu, tai chi, everything. He just murdered the beat. Estefan does not joke. Please, let's hear it for Estefan. So next up, as the prelude to the end of our show tonight, we have another musical performance. You've seen her before already, so you know how good she is. Holisa, once again. So this time, she is presenting Vulin Lela, which is a wedding song. You know, we're happy. I know Valentine's was a while ago, but, you know, that's the theme. So I hope you'll enjoy this, and it'll fill you with energy, because you need that energy to be ready for the end of our show, because, let me tell you, we have a powerful ending. You see how good it's been? Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. So please, put your hands together for Holisa.
Oh,
She hit some high notes there. I don't know if I can match up. Let me give it a try. You know I have to. Oh, I had to try. I had to give it a try. Wow, it's been a wonderful show so far, and it's crazy to think that we are on the verge of our final performance. But all's well that ends well. So we saved the best. Troop ND, don't kill me, but we saved the best for last. Oh, the premier dance group, not only in Notre Dame, but arguably the whole world. When the Berlin Wall fell in 1990 and the Germans wanted a sense of relief, they were outside the gates of Brandenburg and they were the ones welcoming the new age. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just kidding, please. Don't quote me for fake news, please. I'm not, I'm not gonna say it. I was about to make a really questionable joke, but I'll save that. But you know what I was gonna say, right? You all know it, right? You know it? Thank you so much, thank you. Maybe another day, but hey, we have to answer to Father Jenkins, so please, this is not the stage. Anyway, please, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time tonight, so any energy you have left, please use it right now. Because if you don't use it right now, what are you going to do? It's COVID. It's a Saturday night in COVID times. Unless you want to go to OCS, please don't tell me you're going to do anything interesting. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please, for the final time, put your hands together for Dance Africa.
Personally
my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, that was not enough. That was not for Dance Africa. That was arguably applause only for Dance Nigeria. We want Dance Africa, please. So please, one more time. 1, 2, 3, Dance Africa! I'll be very honest. I had doubts about you at the start of the night. But this audience has been the best audience I have ever encountered in my 95 years of MCing. So that's me. So thank you to every single one of you that has provided energy, that has provided attention, and we hope, on top of learning, you have had a genuinely wonderful Saturday night. So at this point, to close off, it takes a collective effort to pull off nights like this. And as much as I believe in myself, I wouldn't have done it on my own. I just wouldn't, honestly. So let's start by thanking the many faces and the many efforts that have come together to make this event such a success. First of all, the African Students Association Board would like to welcome them on stage to just give them a slight recognition, to recognize their constant effort and their constant contribution towards making this event a true success. Secondly, my man, Pierre, we can't see you, but the sound has been incredible tonight. So Pierre, thank you so much. And do you want to come out here? Oh, don't tell me you didn't get that joke. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Next, and the people live streaming on YouTube will have seen this, Charity has been on point with the video. I mean, the video has been flawless from the first moment up to the very last. So thank you, Charity, for making the video absolutely flawless. That was a light, sorry, I can't read. Charity was on the lights. She literally even did the lights so that I could do. But thank you so much, Charity, for taking care of the lights for us. And the stage manager who has been with us all night, barking in my ears whenever I mess up some simple script, Karina. Thank you, Karina, for making such a wonderful effort. And honestly, we are so disorganized, but there's one person who made sure that we were all on point, we were all here on time. I was 10 minutes late yesterday and only 8 minutes late today. But that's mostly down to Lola, because she gave me a call yesterday when I was late. So, you know Lola. And finally, the stage we've been all standing on, the seats we've all been sitting on. Thank you so much to Washington Hall for providing us this space. It's been a wonderful opportunity for us, and we are really appreciative that even despite of COVID, we could still hold such an event. I mean, these are truly unprecedented times, and we truly appreciate the effort that each and every single one of us has put in making this moment a resounding success. So please, board members, you can now come in. I know you were really eager, but now you can come. Yeah. So this is our wonderful board members. This here is the team that has put this all together. So let's hear it one more time for the ASA board. Shout out to Aisha. She's not here, but she takes the minutes for our meetings. So you see her? She talks a lot, so she puts Aisha through it. So just know. No lies said. But anyway, thank you so much for coming in tonight. We really enjoyed this. I truly hope that you had a wonderful Saturday evening. And until next time, it's been ASA.